Hey there, welcome back to The Magic in the Music. I'm Jen. You know, today I was planning on bringing you a totally different video, but today, November 15th, Disney World dropped some pretty big news and some changes on us. And so I decided to change up my video and make it about that today because I think that you need to hear all the updates if you are planning your next Disney World vacation. So let's get right to it. Well, there's good news and there's bad news. I guess we're going to start with the bad news and we'll save the good news for the end when it comes to these Disney World changes. So first, the bad news. Price increases coming your way. Disney World announced on November 15th that they are going to be increasing the cost of single-day park tickets for 3 of the 4 theme parks, and that is going to begin December 8th. So starting on December 8th, Disney World is going to be introducing park-specific pricing. Now, one of the big changes about this is that instead of purchasing the ticket and then going and making your theme park reservation, they are going to sell you the ticket and you're going to automatically be getting the theme park reservation with the ticket, which is fine. I think that makes a lot of sense. So when you are purchasing the ticket, you are going to be choosing the theme park and a specific date for the theme park. Thus, it's going to be priced accordingly. Here are the pricing changes that Disney has announced. Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park single-day tickets will remain the same price, ranging from $109 to $159 per day. Disney's Hollywood Studios single-day ticket pricing will now range from $124 to $179. This is an increase. Epcot's new pricing will range from $114 to $179. Again, these are for single-day tickets. Finally, Magic Kingdom Park single-day tickets will now range from $124 to $189. Disney did mention that this $189 per day price point is specifically for the week of Christmas to New Year's, which, as Disney guests and Disney fans know, that is historically an extremely busy time. So they can command extremely high prices at that time. Now, who even buys a single day ticket? Well, probably not most of us regular theme park guests. If you frequent Disney World, you are almost guaranteed to not be buying single day tickets. They are not a very good value. So many of us are annual pass holders, and many of us purchase multi-day tickets, 5, 6, 7, 8, even more day tickets. So this will not impact many guests. However, the people that are going to be impacted are people who maybe are in Orlando, not specifically to visit Disney World, but they're doing something else in Orlando and it's just part of their trip, or people who are maybe in town for business and then they just want to drop in for a day. And also people who just kind of want to impulsively go to Disney, they are going to be paying top dollar for it. Now remember, these price changes are not going to take effect until December 8th. On December 8th, Disney will also be updating their pricing for select add-ons to that single-day park ticket, including the Park Hopper option and the Park Hopper Plus option. So what is Disney World's rationale for making this pricing adjustment? Well, they mentioned that the Magic Kingdom is the most visited theme park in the world, and it's true. It is still in high demand. So, I guess if they can charge it and people will pay it, I guess they can charge it. I personally don't see myself ever using any of these single day passes. So be sure to comment below if you have ever used a single day pass or you've had to use one with one of the guests in your party, because we want to know who these tickets are really going to be targeted at. Okay, now for the part that is much more likely to impact us DVC members. And I know a lot of our viewers are DVC members. That's Disney Vacation Club, the Disney Timeshare, if you're not familiar. We have tons of videos on it, so you can check those out if you want to learn more about DVC. So there are also going to be increases to annual passes. Now, this is where it gets a little bit confusing, and we have some things that are still kind of up in the air and some question marks about this announcement. So Disney has announced that the price of the Disney Pixie Dust Pass, which is the lowest tier theme park pass and with the most restrictive dates, will remain the same at $399. Now, you can currently purchase a Pixie Dust pass, but you do have to be a Florida resident in order to be eligible. Now, the other categories of annual passes for Disney World are currently not available for sale. They are only renewals at this time. So that would be the Incredipass, the Sorcerer Pass, and the Pirate Pass. But strangely, Disney is increasing the prices of these in spite of the fact that they're not currently being sold. Okay, the Incredipass is going to go up by $100, and it's now going to be $1,399 for a new pass. At least this is what we know so far. That would be the price for a new pass if you could buy it, but you can't buy it. Interesting. The Sorcerer Pass is going to increase by $70, up from $899 to $969. Once again, you can't buy a new one, but if you could, it would be $969. And the Pirate Pass is going to go up by $50 to $749. Once again, can't buy one, but if you were going to buy one, hypothetically, it would be $749. So all that we've really heard is that the renewal prices would be offered at a, quote, discount. That's all I've heard about this, but we don't really know specifically what those prices will be. Are they going to remain the same? Are they going to also increase the renewal prices? Historically, when they raise the price of the pass, they also increase the renewal price. So I think that it is safe to assume that when we get to December 8th, if you are renewing one of those types of passes, I think you should expect to see the renewal price also go up roughly the same amount that you saw the pass go up. For example, in our family, we all have a Sorcerer Pass. So they increased the price of the new Sorcerer Pass by $70. So I would say it's a pretty safe assumption that the renewal cost will probably go up about $70 as well. Again, we have nothing to confirm that yet, but I think that's a safe assumption. Translation, if you are in your renewal window, get out there and renew that pass before December 8th. That would be my recommendation to you. Get out there right now and renew that pass. We recently renewed our Sorcerer Passes for our family because we are currently in our renewal window, which is 60 days before the expiration of the pass. It would also extend 30 days after. So you end up with about a 90-day time frame where you could be renewing that pass. So we renewed ours, and the cost for us to renew was $813.66. As long as you get that renewed before December 8th, you should be good to go to stay at that current price. However, who knows what could happen when we hit December 8th? That price could shoot up another $70. For us, for a family of four, $70 times 4, that's a pretty significant increase. So I would say, just to be safe, get it done as quickly as you can. So what does all this mean in terms of the annual passes in particular? A lot of people are speculating that this might mean that annual passes are going to be returning. I have also heard that annual passes may be kind of something they're holding on to as an emergency move if attendance starts to go down and they need to bolster attendance to then suddenly open up annual pass sales once again for new annual passes. Who knows? But what we do know is that Disney is continuing to push up the perceived value of the annual pass. So presumably when at some point they do reopen sales of the annual pass, then it will sort of align with these ticket prices. So is Disney World saving the annual pass sales for like a Hail Mary move if we are in a recession and attendance goes down? Maybe they are. Maybe they are. Who knows? But clearly they want to keep the pricing on par with the rest of the ticket price increases. Now, I do want to point out that when we did our renewal this year for $813.66, that was the cost of our renewal. I actually noted, because I went back in my notes and I keep notes on all of these things, that that was the exact same price that we paid a year ago. So I noticed that they had not done an increase on annual pass prices and renewals. And so it had been more than a year since they had done that. And I actually said to my husband, I wanted to get that renewal done as soon as I possibly could, because I had a sneaking suspicion that a price increase was going to be coming our way on that renewal. and it looks like that is what's happening. So are there ways that you can still save money on your theme park tickets at Disney? Yes, there absolutely are. First, you're going to want to buy your tickets now. If you have an upcoming trip, this is the time to get those tickets. So don't wait. If you were thinking about it, pull the trigger, go now. This is not a drill. It's also a great time to take advantage of discounted ticket sites. One that we have used before is Undercover Tourist. There are many others out there, but that's one that we've used and had good experiences with. And be sure to comment below your favorite place to purchase your Disney Parks tickets. If you are eligible for military discounts, this is a great time to get in there and grab some of those military discounted tickets. They are always a great deal. Of course, our favorite way to save money on Disney World tickets, in some regions of the country, you'll have access to Sam's Club, and they offer some pretty good deals on Disney gift cards. And for us, we don't have Sam's Club here, but we do have Target. So I like to purchase Disney gift cards online with my red card, and I get a 5% discount off the face value of the card. So that saves me 5% across the board on my theme park tickets or my annual pass renewals. All right, are you ready for some good news? I know I'm ready for some good news after hearing about all of those cost increases. Here we go. The good news is about dining reservations. Disney World announced that you now have up until 2 hours before your dining reservation to cancel it without a penalty. This is great news for people who want to have additional flexibility on their Disney World vacation. The previous policy has been that you needed to cancel within 24 hours of the dining reservation. And if you did not do so, you would forfeit $10 per guest on the reservation. So if you had a reservation for a party of 4, you were going to be losing $40 by canceling that reservation inside that 24-hour period. Yes, you could sometimes call and get it canceled, or you could go directly to the host podium at the restaurant if you were near it, and you could speak to them and they could usually help you with it. But now you have an official policy that allows you up until 2 hours before your reservation, which is awesome. The 3 locations that are not eligible for this new 2-hour cancellation policy are Hoop-Dee-Doo Musical Review, Victoria and Albert's, and Monsieur Paul. So this means that guests have more flexibility, and if your day takes you in a different direction and you end up being someplace else than you thought, it's really cool because now you aren't tied down to that dining reservation. You can go somewhere else and you can cancel it without penalty. So that's pretty awesome. The only negative I can really think of with this change in the dining reservation policy is that it might encourage more people to book multiple reservations and kind of hang on to them and not release them until really close to the reservation time. On the other hand, you could argue that this might create more walk-up availability for guests, so that could be a good thing as well. I know I always like to check popular or difficult to get reservations about one day before I wanted them, so about 24 hours, because leading up to that time period, people would sometimes drop things. I know I got an Akershus Princess dining reservation one time like that. I just kind of checked about 25 hours before when I wanted the reservation, and poof, there was a perfect reservation for me. So that it was a strategy you could do. I think if you just shift your strategy and you just start to say, okay, let's look 2.5, 3 hours out from when we want to dine, you may see some people dropping the reservations then. Tell us in the comments below how you feel about these changes, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Do you like the new dining reservation policy? How is this going to change the way that you book dining reservations at Disney World? And tell me how you're feeling about those price increases, and will we ever get those annual passes back? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. If you want to get the most out of your Disney Vacation Club membership or your next Disney World trip, be sure to check out this playlist over here. We also think you're going to love this video right over here. Be sure to visit us on Facebook, Instagram. We even have a Patreon if you like what we do. And you can check out our shop at themagicinthemusic.com. Thanks so much for joining us today. Have a fantastic day, everybody. Bye!